What's up, D&G? It's Matt. It's been a while, but I'm here with James in the background. He'll maybe talk a few words a little bit. He's just kind of here. But
No.
we're going to talk about Overwatch League because it's been a long time. I know it's been a long time since we talked about Overwatch League, but it starts tomorrow, so we got to get this shit done. We got some matches here right before the playoffs are going to be starting Saturday through Sunday. And we're just gonna kind of talk about who I think is gonna win these games. So here we go. First up, we got Paris Eternal, Washington Justice. And personally, I think this is the hardest one to think about who's gonna win this, just because these teams have been pretty consistent. And when I say consistent, I mean like the bad consistent. So I'm kind of gonna go with some recency bias here. I'm gonna pick Washington Justice. They have Decay. Decay's always good in the playoffs. I think it's a pretty safe bet, but I wouldn't be surprised if Paris actually came out with the win. And to remind you guys, the winner of Paris and Washington will play San Francisco Shock. So whoever wins this plays Shock. So that would mean it's going to be Justice versus Shock. All right, next up we got Boston Uprising versus Toronto Defiant. I think Boston is not used to the play-ins. The play-ins are a different atmosphere. So I'm going to pick Toronto here. I also like Aspire. Aspire is really good. I think they should definitely sign him to a longer-term contract. Next up in the East, starts Sunday, 5 a.m., depending where you are. You got the Spark versus the Fusion. This is the toughest out of the Asians, obviously. Well, it is the only Asian game. So that kind of makes up for it. I don't even know where to start with this one. Something's telling me that Fusion just chokes in the playoffs, play-ins, wherever you look at it in the postseason. I might go Hanjo Spark here. I think the meta kind of fits them better than where the meta's going. Well, and Shy is a beast, and I want to see how he does in play-ins. It's just someone's telling me Spark here, so I'm gonna go with the Spark. I know I'm gonna be completely wrong at this. Don't worry, comment section. And the winner of the Spark and Fusion play Soul Dynasty the same day, literally like an hour after. So, or an hour and a half. So you got the Spark versus Dynasty. Give me the Dynasty. Dynasty have been more consistent. They've won games. I don't think they've ever lost the Spark, to be honest. So, yeah, give me Dynasty to go to the playoffs. And then these are just the encores. And the winner of the Boston and Toronto plays the Outlaws. So you got the San Francisco Shock playing the Washington Justice, and the Houston Outlaws playing the Toronto Defiant. And I am an Outlaws fan, so this will be biased. But here we go with the Shock versus Justice. I'd give me the higher seeds here. Give me Shock beating Justice. Decay will shine versus the Paris Eternal, but I think the Shock, pretty much like the Dynasty, are showing why they have been consistent all year with beating these teams. And I think the Shock will make the playoffs once again. Will I think they will go any further? Not really. But they're going to the playoffs. Next up, Toronto Defiant versus the Houston Outlaws. Now, Toronto Defiant, last time they played the Houston Outlaws, they lost 3-1, winning the first control map. I think it's all going to come down to that control. And Aspire seems to be really good on control. I'm going to predict the score line here. I think it's going to be 3-2, Houston Outlaws. I think Toronto is going to win the first control, and they might win one of the other maps, one of the payload maps, maybe the what's that called? The assault maps. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a really close series, and hopefully the Outlaws don't choke it, because I'm going to go with the Outlaws here. And that concludes the video. Pretty short, but I tried to do some in-depth analysis. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Maybe in a gaming video. Who the fuck knows? Bye bye.